Hi, this is Trey. Excuse me. Sorry. Hi, this is Trepacer. Welcome to Trepacer Saturday Horror Reviews, episode 35, I believe. And the movie that I'm reviewing is a movie that I want to actually review last time, but that's when my computer went all wacky on me. But now that I'm back, better than ever, I'm going to review 1991, no, 2001, excuse me, uh, From Hell. That stars Johnny Depp and Heather Graham, directed by the Hughes brothers. Albert and Alan Hughes, I believe that's their names. Okay, and this is a story, of course, about Jack the Ripper, and I'm a big fan of the Jack the Ripper story itself. The real life story of Jack the Ripper. I found that watched a bunch of documentaries on him and stuff, and a bunch of movies. It's interesting, fascinating about basically about a butcher that killed all these certain women in 1819, about 1888 in London. Okay, and basically this story takes place in 1888 in London, uh, in Whitechapel, and it's basically Johnny Depp plays Inspector Fred Abilene. He's a what do you call it? An addict, not heroin. What is it? I can't think of it now. I just watched the movie and I can't remember. Uh, he's an addict. I can't. Oh, geez, what can I remember? It's a drug that he takes. Uh, yeah. Jesus Christ. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's see. Opium. Gee, that's what. Opium. I'm sorry. Struggling with that. Anyway, this takes place in 1880 in London, Whitechapel, where the Jack the Ripper murders take place, and Johnny Depp plays Inspector Fred Abilene, who's investigating the murders, and Heather Graham plays one of the prostitutes that's involved. And in this movie, they kind of go into a kind of conspiracy, without spoiling. I don't want to spoil it, but it's kind of a conspiracy of why these murders start happening and stuff. And Johnny Depp is basically investigating it. Okay, and like I said, Heather Graham plays one of the prostitutes, Mary Kelly, that he comes across in the course of his investigation. Okay, while he's trying to find out who's doing these murders and investigate it, and of course he's sees the actual butchering that's going on to these prostitutes, and suspecting that it might be got to be an educated man, somebody with a basic knowledge of anatomy because of the way the bodies are being mutilated. Okay, and while he's investigating, of course, he keeps running into these obstacles where his boss is kind of not really giving him all the help that he needs when he wants to investigate and push further. And like I said, there's kind of a conspiracy that goes on in the movie that kind of explains everything. It's kind of a theory that I heard before in one of these documentaries about who the real Jack the Ripper is. They kind of play into that in this movie, but it's more of a conspiracy type thing in this movie, which kind of actually worked well in the movie. And I say you also have some good actors in this. You have Robbie Coltrane, who plays Sergeant Peter Godley, who's Sergeant Inspector Abeline's friend, who kind of is partner in this. And then you also have Ian Holm, who plays Dr. Sir William Gull, a doctor that Inspector Abilene goes to ask questions about, about the murders and stuff, and see if he knows anybody that can possibly commit such a crime. And also you have Ian Richardson, he plays Sir Charles Warren, who's Abeline's boss, who kind of basically gives him a hard time. He's trying to solve these murders and doesn't really help, and trying to blame it on something else. Okay, and I think, and like I said, this movie I thought was really good in terms of atmosphere. I think the whole Whitechapel, the alleyways, and all that stuff was very well done. The mood of the movie, it's dark and kind of bleak, and I think that works well for the movie. I mean, the only part of this movie that I didn't really kind of buy is because the kind of relationship between Mary Kelly, Heather Graham, and Johnny Depp, Inspector Abilene. Now, Inspector Abilene is in the depths of this opium thing, and he also has visions. Okay, he also has sort of like, I guess, psychic visions and stuff where he can see crimes and stuff. That they kind of play it like that. He can see things. Okay, but the relationship between him and Mary Kelly and him, I think they meet a couple of times, and their relationship, I can't, by how quickly. I know people can fall in love fast, but their relationship kind of underdeveloped. Okay? I think they needed more scenes together to make you kind of believe that maybe he was falling for her. Okay, because you see him in the movie, he has like a flashback to when his wife told him that she was pregnant and they were going to have a baby and stuff, and then you find out later, of course, that his wife died during childbirth, and so you see that kind of weighs on his mind, and that may even play into the fact that he's doing opium and stuff. He goes on these bends where he, trips out and smokes opium, and so I don't kind of buy that him and Mary Kelly got close that quick. That's the only part I don't really buy. And then also when he's investigating the case, like I said, there's a lot of deleted scenes in this thing. In fact, there's 20 deleted scenes in there, and I think the directors or whoever edited this movie should have left the part in where he kind of makes a discovery, Inspector Ivoline, which it seems like the discovery that he makes comes out of nowhere. Like they edited, they should have left the part in where you could see how he went from point A to point B in his investigation. They kind of like skipped it and went straight to point B instead of him going from one spot to the next logical spot. It seemed like he jumped ahead, and so you're watching the movie going, wait a minute, how did he come to that conclusion all of a sudden, which led into the heart of the conspiracy and stuff, which, and like I said, the conspiracies, I think, was very well done, but the leap of Aveline to get that conspiracy, I think, was missing, was kind of lacking, and it may have been part of these 20 deleted scenes. They said that an alternate ending to this, and plus, according to special features, and 20 deleted scenes, and maybe they needed a director's cut of this movie to to flesh the investigation part of it out better. But like I said, the atmosphere is good in this. Again, Johnny Depp is really good as usual, and I like Robbie Coltrane, and Heather Graham was good in her part. But like I said, I don't buy their relationship, how it got so close so fast. Unless, like I said, those scenes were edited, unless they had more scenes, they edited out. So because you go, wait a minute, how could that kind of their relationship? I wasn't kind of buying it, okay, because it just seemed like it happened way too fast, okay, and then put it that way, okay. And of course, Heather Graham is the best looking prostitute in in all of London. Well, not really. There's another chick actually in the movie that's I think that's kind of prettier than a prostitute that's supposed to be prettier than her. Actually, that's actually more beautiful than Heather Graham. But she's amongst her friends, she's the most gorgeous prostitute ever. Which I mean, they could have dirtied it up for a little bit. I know they tried to look, but they could have, I think, maybe did a little bit something more where she didn't look so absolutely beautiful. But yeah, it is what it is. Anyway, and then again, this movie is based on a graphic novel by Alan Moore, and Alan Moore he's a really, and I never read the graphic novel, but it makes me want to read it actually now, just to see how it actually played out. So I may have to look online and see the graphic novel from Alan Moore, because the story is good, and like I said, anything Jack the Ripper I love. So, but this movie, like I said, while it was good, the atmosphere was good, and the acting is good. There's certain plot points I thought were lacking in the movie, and in the acting, first notch, Ian Holm, Ralph Richardson, not Ralph Richardson, what's his name? Guy who played Johnny Depp's boss, Ian Richardson. I'm sorry, that's Ian Richardson. I thought Ian Holm was good too. Robbie Coltrane was good. Acting on point, atmosphere of the whole movie. Like I said, just a few of the plot points I thought was kind of lost on me, and also, the Johnny Depp and Heather Graham, their character relationship. Like I said, unless it was part of those deleted scenes, it wasn't in the movie. You didn't see how he went from how he basically fell in love so fast. I didn't see it. But anyway, I still enjoyed it. So I'm gonna give From Hell a 7.5. Okay, which is my movie rating thing. It's 7 is above average, which I think it is, but it's not really. I mean, it's really not really good. I think it's just a little bit below really good. That would be an 8, but I don't think it quite got there. So I'm gonna give it a 7.5. From Hell. Johnny Depp, like I said, I love Jack the Ripper anyway stories. Love those, and Johnny Depp is good as usual. But like I said, the plot point I think was missing in this investigation thing. That, like I said, put him in part of those deleted scenes that we didn't see, and the relationship between him and Heather Graham. Anyway, Let me know what you think from hell. What you see, if you've seen it, what you think of it. Feel free to leave comments down below. And if you like this review, please hit the subscribe button down below. And I'll see if I can try to upload this video also to my Horoscope 101 channel, because you know, my new computer, I might not have the password again for Horoscope 101, so I don't know if I'm be able to load videos onto that channel again. But we'll see what happens. But I'll definitely be on my channel. Okay, so let me know what you think. Feel free to leave comments down below. And this is Trepacer saying so long and take care.